Hey, Joyful Journeyer, welcome to the show. I'm Anita Adams, your host, and today I'm excited to share some deepened learnings around awareness, presence, and how pain can become a doorway to awakening. Have you ever felt sad and couldn't quite understand why? And has that sadness ever turned into frustration or anger or maybe even shame? Shame because you tell yourself you have no reason to feel sad. Your life is good. So many others around the world have it far worse. So why should you feel this way? And then on top of the sadness, you start beating yourself up, adding a whole new layer of emotional complexity. I know I'm not the only one who has been caught in this torturous cycle. For a long time, I believed the way through these heavy emotional states was to understand them. I would ask myself gentle and sometimes not so gentle, probing questions to pinpoint what stirred the emotion in the first place. Then I'd go further back, looking for patterns, searching for the root cause. And there was some satisfaction when I could finally say, yeah, this connects to my childhood insecurity of not feeling smart enough. Now, I still believe there is value in exploring our triggers from time to time, especially when the same emotions just keep resurfacing. That kind of inquiry can really deepen self understanding. But I've come to realize something important. It's not always necessary. In fact, more often than not, it isn't. What we truly need in those moments is much simpler and much more powerful. We need to acknowledge the emotion without analyzing it, to see it, to allow it, to accept it without judgment, to accept this moment exactly as it is. It is this acceptance of what is that begins to dissolve the negative state, whether it's sadness, frustration, anger, irritation, or something else entirely. When we resist, deny, complain about, or judge an emotion, that's when it tightens its grip. That's when it sinks its claws in and begins to dominate our inner world. Presence, our conscious awareness and acceptance of the moment as it is what prevents us from becoming a hostage to our emotions. Recently, I listened to a talk by Eckhart Tolle where he speaks about presence and our awareness of what he calls the pain body, the accumulated emotional pain or negative energy that is stored in the body. He explains that simply recognizing the pain body for what it is, such as naming sadness or anger or grief, is the beginning of its transmutation. And he goes on to say that this transmutation is a vital part of spiritual awakening. It's really that simple. Noticing the emotion, allowing it, accepting it. Now, it's important to clarify something here. Acceptance does not mean taking no action. Acceptance means acknowledging the reality of the moment you are in without denial, without complaint, without criticism. You might say, yes, I'm sad. Yes, I'm angry. Yes, I feel stuck. And then, now what? From this place of acceptance, something remarkable happens. A spaciousness opens up. The grip of the emotion loosens. And from this spaciousness, you gain access to what I often call inspired action, or what some traditions refer to as right action. Right action only arises from the right state of consciousness. And the only way into that state is through acceptance of the present moment and the condition you're in. When we deny, criticize, or complain about what is, we block access to that deeper wisdom, to divine will, and remain stuck in reaction rather than response. There's a simple analogy that beautifully illustrates this. Imagine that negative emotion is like a solid block of ice within you, and your awareness is a warm beam of light. When that light shines on the ice, on the pain body, it doesn't force it to change, it simply warms it. And in that warmth, the ice begins to melt. It transforms into water, something fluid, something that can move and flow. That light, your awareness, is what transmutes the pain. There's no fixing involved, no striving, no effort to become something else. All that's required is acceptance of what is, acceptance of this moment, acceptance of the condition you are in. So I invite you to try this. The next time a difficult emotion arises, sadness, frustration, anger, disappointment, whatever it may be, simply notice it. Don't fight it. Don't analyze it. Don't try to make meaning of it. You might even gently say, I see you, and let it be. See what happens. At the very least, you'll likely feel less gripped by the emotions. Some of that negative energy will begin to dissipate. And there's a good chance something deeper will emerge because it is through awareness that we enter presence. And it is only in presence that wisdom speaks. The practice of presence begins exactly where you are, right here in this moment. If you feel called to deepen this work, I'd love to support you. You can explore these teachings in my book, Whispers of the Soul, experience them more fully through one of my retreats, or work with me one-on-one through some coaching. Each path is an invitation to come home to yourself and to live from your deepest knowing. You'll find all the details in the show notes. All right, until we meet again next time, trust what's arising, stay present, and keep listening to the whispers of your soul. Thanks for tuning in, Joyful Journeyer.